Hi guys, this is your reading for Wednesday the 15th of February. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. And I'm still using the Lovers Tarot today because I think we should all have an extended Valentine's Day and focus a little bit more on love. Let's see what the cards have to say about this day in particular. Oop. She wanted to come out. Okay, so we have the Princess of Arrows. Then we have the Four of Coins in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. That's really nice. The Princess of Arrows, she is someone who is really, she's got this arrow there which is like a Cupid's arrow, and this is the goddess Psyche, and she's really on a mission to find love, and she's really enchanting people with love, and she is like Cupid because she takes that arrow and she points it at a certain target and things happen and there's love in the air and romantic things can start to take flight. The Four of Coins is in reverse. The Four of Coins is holding on to what you've got already, okay? And really being miserly and protective over what you have. The fact that that is in reverse indicates that you're open to new things, and you should be open to new things so that this arrow can hit. And also the Four of Cups, usually when it's this way around, means emotional unavailability. Being kind of locked away in your own little castle by yourself with your own goods, and you're not open to anything new. That is in reverse, so it means that you are open and emotionally available. And because both of these things, if you let go of what is and you become optimistic in terms of what could happen in the future, which is uncertain, which you don't know yet, and you make yourself emotionally available and even vulnerable, and you take a risk on someone, then it's very likely that this arrow of Psyche can really hit, and that love can start to blossom and grow. And that applies to relationships, people who are in relationships already, and also people who are single. So if there have been issues in your ongoing relationship and you've just thought, well, this is always the way it's going to be, and I'm just going to shut down and kind of pull away from this person because there's certain things I don't like, then kind of have a reprieve from that on this day and just be open and see how things can surprise you, and spend some time with that person deliberately and see if there is still love in the relationship, or if things can have a new chapter, or there can be a fresh sense of hope or new beginnings within your existing relationship. And if you're single, then really do something different on this day. Don't just follow your day-to-day routine. Maybe go to a gig or do something that you would never do. Maybe go to an exercise class or do something physical. Be emotionally available and be optimistic about what could happen. And you never know, the universe could surprise you and something wonderful could come into your life. So number-wise, this is really easy. We've got 4 and 4, which is 8. And Psyche is a court card, so that's 1, so that's 9. And 9 is about spirituality and completion, okay? Completion in the sense of the longing for a romantic relationship, or the completion in terms of a relationship that has ongoing problems. You could finish off those problems and get a sense of completion that way. And 9 is also about spirituality. So let your guides and your angels and also your ancestors kind of guide you in terms of what you're supposed to be doing today and what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going. I had a really interesting thing happen to me recently, which over the weekend I wasn't feeling very well, and I didn't feel very good. And I always tune into my higher self and my guides and my angels, and I don't really go down the mediumship route very much. But I wasn't feeling very well, and suddenly I had this memory. You know, when there's a memory that comes in that you haven't thought of in years, or actually ever thought of. I don't think I'd ever thought of this memory, and this memory came up for me, which was my mother, my father, and myself sitting around the table, and we were talking about my brother. And I said, God, he just shouldn't take things so seriously. And my dad just turned around and looked at me and he said, well, that's the pot calling the kettle black. And it was a real kind of awakening moment for me. And when it happened, it was just like, when someone else's perception of you really just becomes apparent and clear, and it just kind of hits you. And he really felt that I took things too seriously as well. So when I was sitting around on Sunday worrying and not feeling very good, it was my dad's voice coming into my mind, and it was just saying, don't take things so seriously all the time, and just relax and surrender them, and just don't take them so seriously. What is going to be will be. Stop controlling everything. Just let it go and see how things turn out. And it was just such an unexpected message from my dad, who passed away on the 4th of January 2014. And it was just such a blessing, and I really felt that he was with me that day, and that he really said something which was really helpful. And once I realized that, the day immediately became better, because the things I was so worried about, I just was able to let go. I was able to not take them so seriously, and the whole day improved really, really quickly. So I hope you have a wonderful day on Wednesday here. Wednesday the 15th. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading with me. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.